Good evening. I'm Stanford Howe with the AGP Sportscast. As preparation continues for the hosting of the Pan American Hockey Cup in October, the Guyana Hockey Board has acquired and laid a plastic tile surface at the Cliff Henderson Sports Hall. Calvin Chatman has more.
With the permission of the Ministry of Sport, the Guyana Hockey Board has imported an indoor plastic tile floor, similarly to what is used in North America for almost all indoor sports. The floor was laid down in the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall on Tuesday, August 1st. The floor is suitable for basketball and many other sports and solves the hockey problem of the uneven wood surface. The floor is movable and so it can be picked up at any time if needed. This floor comes at a good time since on October 14, 2017, Guyana will embark on hosting its first ever Pan American level hockey championships. The tournament, called the Indoor Pan American Cup, will feature two simultaneous competitions for men and women and serves as a Pan American Continental. The tournament, called the Indoor Pan American Cup, will feature two simultaneous competitions for men and women and serves as the Pan American Continental qualifier for the International Hockey Federation Indoor Hockey World Cup, scheduled for February 2018 in Germany. On Thursday, there was a media encounter at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall with the Director of Sport, Christopher Jones, and President of the Guyana Hockey Board, Philip Fernandes, to discuss the benefits of the new surface. Fernandes noted that the plastic tile surface is a fantastic initiative and explained the first benefits it will bring for hockey.
First of all, the tiles are much faster than the mat, the volleyball mat that we use in the gymnasium. So it's a case where players are training on a facility where the ball movement is much slower and there's much more time to execute skills and so on. Right now on this floor, if you haven't been practicing on this floor and you go to tournaments to play on it, it takes a game or two just to get used to that speed of the ball. We have the advantage now where we will actually have our players training on this. It is the actual facility they'll be playing in.
Director of Sport Chris Jones reiterated the multi-purpose use of the plastic tile surface, which is poised to house hockey and basketball once testing has been approved.
The basketball can be played on it, and of course the Sports Commission, once the Basketball Federation conforms that the tiles is of a standard that it's accurate, that the basketball players can utilize, we would then be viewing to leave these tiles here on a permanent basis, and of course bringing back the hockey over to the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall. If that is done, it will free up space at the gymnasium for the disciplines that currently use there, and we would want to insert another discipline, and perhaps we're looking at futsal.
Jones pledged the continued support of the National Sports Commission to the hosting of international events and hinted that providing such materials for outlying regions.
What we want to do is replicate what we see here in terms of these tiles in the outlying regions, perhaps Region 6, Region 2, Region 10. If we build such a facility, we're looking at purchasing these same tiles to have those facility equipped with those. One facility that we're currently working on is at the Bartica Community Center. And in fact, we're looking at not only resurfacing the basketball court, but as well covering that court. Once that is done, the tiles likely in 2018 will be the next objective being achieved there.
The United States Embassy in Georgetown conducted an athletes clinic with student players, which include training regimens and techniques, physical fitness and nutrition, at the Cliff Anderson Sports Hall today. Among the athletes in attendance were players from Georgetown, Berbice, and Linden. The clinic is set up for the students to learn how to build their knowledge on the game. When questioned by the media associate coach Elvis, how beneficial is the clinic to the students?
It's not about growing their franchise or the association, it's about growing the game. You know, basketball can take you to a lot of different places. Me personally, it's taken me to China, it's taken me to Suriname, it's taken me to Guyana, it's taken me to Canada, it's taken me to Mexico, it's taken me all over the United States. It's helped me meet a lot of different people, a lot of different friends, a lot of different cultures, a lot of different environments. So that's what the NBA is trying to grow. It's not trying to grow more money or more situations like that. So, I mean, that's what we're here to grow.
The Deputy Chief Mission Steers Gonzalez of the United States Embassy in Georgetown had a few words about why the U.S. Embassy is pleased to make this event possible to the group of the energetic students that were awaiting the chance to go through their paces.
And a lot of what we do, not only at the U.S. Embassy, but interacting with Guyana and Guyanese, has to do with finding compromise, working as a team, learning how to persevere under hard situations, learning how to be graceful under pressure and graceful when we win, and frankly, when we sometimes don't win, to make sure that we show that same grace and that same dignity. And that's what this activity is all about, and it's those same lessons from our own adult world that we hope you learn here today.
The Director of Sports, Christopher Jones, alluded to the U.S. Embassy for their efforts in the development of basketball in Guyana. In horse racing, Jumbo Jet Auto Sales today launched the 11th annual Guyana Horse Racing Meet at their head office on Smythe and Hatfield Street, Georgetown. Colwyn Abrams reports.
In attendance at the launch was Mr. Christopher Jones, the Director of Sports, the Outdoor Manager of Banks IH, Mr. Mortimer Stewart, Mr. Ron Ned, Junior Brand Manager of Banks IH, among other officials of the organization and the media. The Director of Sports, Christopher Jones, commended the organizers for hosting the upcoming event and also the sponsors, stating that because of their support, events of this nature are possible. He further stated the importance of events of this nature and its impact on tourism in Guyana.
We recognize that horse racing is a tourism package, and of course when recently we hosted the tourism workshop, we would have indicated that activities like horse racing, like car racing, attracts thousands of people from overseas. And we hope that this tourism package could be further developed. By virtue of the fact that this is a tourism package, the government of Guyana is only too supportive to lend support to such an activity. We do hope that persons come out and support the activity, and as I mentioned before, the tourists who will be coming to these shores, the hoteliers, Guyanese in general, will of course give them or show them a good time in the country. Again, we want to commend the organizers of the 11th running Guyana Cup, and we wish them all the success on the 12th, 13th. On the 13th of August.
Outdoor Manager of Banks IH, Mr. Mortimer Stewart, congratulated Jumbo Jet for the 11th year of the event and urged Guyanese and tourists to support the event.
The Guyana Cup, the 11th annual Guyana Cup, has moved into Rising Sun after all the years at Port Morant. But we all know that it began at Rising Sun. So we're taking it back there for a run. There's a lot of preparation being put into place. There's a lot of work being done to the grandstand, extension of the grandstand.
Coordinator of the Guyana Cup, Junior Mohammed, mentioned the hard work and preparation that are being put into this year's Guyana Cup, and that the event will return to its birthplace, the Rising Sun Turf Club, Port Morant. He also stated that this year is expected to be the largest since it began 11 years ago, with new entries into the race. He also thanked Banks IH and Corporate Guyana for their continued support. The race is scheduled for Sunday, August 13 at the Rising Sun Turf Club. The event will feature 8 races, including the B-Class and lower 1600 meter, with a first prize of $2 million, second prize $1 million, third prize $500,000, fourth prize $250,000, and fifth prize $125,000. E3 and lower 1100 meters, first prize $1 million, second prize $600,000, third prize $500,000, fourth prize $150,000, and fifth prize $75,000. Other races include the G1 and lower, H2 and lower, 2-year-old guy bred, 3-year-old guy bred, and 1I lower, J2 and K lower, and L and lower non-winners. Races start at 11:30 a.m. Colwyn Abrams, HGP Sports.
The youngest player of the Guyana female under-17 football team, Liliani Datran, gives more insight in what motivates her to play football as she prepares for the CONCACAF Women's Under-17 Championship. Colwyn Abrams has more in this feature.
Lilani, who hails from Kokwani, has been playing football since she was 5 years old and is now the youngest player on her squad. Unlike other female players, she was motivated by her mother to take up the challenge in sports.
It was very good, and I scored 18 goals. I am a striker. I recommend striking.
The 12-year-old, just like many girls in the football arena, wants to one day play professionally. But for now, Lilani hopes to absorb as much as she could from the more senior players.
Because I see a lot of good players like Neymar, Messi and Cristiano, and I said I want to be like them.
But playing the game of football comes with not only sacrifice, but also creating a balance between what you love and what is most important to you as an aspiring player. Lilani has also played with males and says the experience has made her a stronger player. She hopes to one day be a national coach.
Yeah, to study hard in school, take some time off for practice, and go through my schoolwork.
Colin Abrams, HGP Sports.